Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. I am Cam, according to some of you in the comments, aka Korean Atlanta Mentorship, and we're going to do a reaction of people driving in the snow. So it actually snowed yesterday in Georgia, and if you know how the state works, if it snows one day, then the whole state has to pretty much shut down because when there's something called black ice that I never knew existed before I came here. Like I literally had no idea it existed. But when it snows, some of it melts and then it turns into an invisible layer of ice. And then so if your car goes on that invisible layer of ice, you lose control. And that's why you should never drive your car when it snows, right? That's a bad deal. So there's plenty of videos of people doing driving when they shouldn't be, and it's pretty crazy. Like icy roads close. Drivers look for their abandoned cars after winter storm. So we'll watch this one first. And there's another interesting one that I saw that driver plows into Georgia business during snowstorm. Probably, probably the car just lost control. But let's watch this.
You've dedicated your
Oh
life.
no, not another ad. Okay, I gotta skip this.
Snow has stopped falling for a long time now, but what are the road conditions like there?
Well, it depends on where you are. We're in Loganville right now, and this is Atlanta Highway, Highway 78, a major artery through the community. And as you can see, the traffic is moving pretty good. But when you get off onto the side streets, it might be a different situation. Case in point, what we found in Snellville.
So one other thing I want to mention is that if you have streets that where the sun doesn't hit the road too much, right, the ice is not going to melt, which is going to make it very slippery and dangerous. And how do I know this? Because I crashed my car once upon a time driving in a side street when the main streets were okay. Luckily, I only hit somebody's mailbox, but still, it freaked me out. I had no idea what was going on because I didn't even know black ice what it was, right? So
Tony Jones, believe it or not, was only 2 minutes from his Snellville home when he and his SUV ended up in this mess.
Cars in front of me started sliding, so I get to the hill right here, and I slid sideways.
look at all those cars. Oh my goodness. Oh, they should have stayed home like I did, right? So don't ever drive. If people say like, "Hey, you got to come to work again," I don't know if it's worth it to wreck your car because like either stay home. Don't if they say, "Well, you're not going to make money," okay, well then you're going to pay thousands of dollars. Um, in fees and or I'm sorry, in damages and all that with your car, right? If you want to repair it. Let's keep going.
To the side. Unnerving for sure.
I didn't hit anything, but the cars in front of me was hitting each other up there.
Luckily for him, he was about a 15-minute walk from home.
Walking, and I slipped and fell.
He returned here
Thank you. You all have a good day.
and quickly retrieved his ride, unlike Joel Sepulveda.
It is what it is.
Too much ice for now. Sepulveda has no interest in being among the 450-plus accidents. Gwinnett County Police have worked since the snow struck. He's doubtful his car
450 accidents in one day. Isn't that crazy? Because nobody wanted to stay home. And again, I understand like, some employers are really crazy. Um, but it doesn't make sense because in order to make money, you need some customers, right? And so if you're not like if you go to work and then you're literally going to abandon your car, then it doesn't benefit anybody, right? So crazy.
will get pulled out of here, stuck after a good deed.
I seen that couple walking. It could have been me, so I offered him a ride. I got stuck, and he felt bad. And I go, "It is what it is. Don't worry about it, because somebody will do it for me." He opened up his door to actually, got his number. Now, hopefully, we built a friendship.
Hey, at least you got a good friend or a new friend.
Yeah, great attitude there. That's a tough situation for a good Samaritan.
All right, let's watch some of these other videos. Okay, what about this one? Let's just check.
Let me ask you, how would your life change if you were making an extra 10K with your own online fitness
Ooh,
business?
online
So if
fitness.
you
I need
wanna
that.
start
Officials in Bolton County are strongly recommending that people stay home to be safe. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is live in Buckhead, where one driver just found out how dangerous it was. Joy?
Yeah, Rascordi, you are absolutely right. And if you take a look behind me, you can see evidence of just how slippery the roads have gotten in the hours since we had snowfall here in Atlanta. And we're live outside of Buckhead Saloon on Irby Avenue, where business owners have now boarded up a gaping hole that came after they say a driver plowed into the popular nightlife spot earlier this afternoon. And one of the owners tells us they were set to reopen just 3 weeks from now after a fire last year forced them to shut down their original location. Not too far from here, as the temperature continues to drop and wind chills really set that snow into ice, the road conditions are only going to
I hope insurance covers it. You know, if they have to shut down and then they reopen, they shut down again. Moral of the story: get good insurance, right?
get worse. Fulton County officials are really urging residents to think twice about driving.
It may look innocent, but when you have the conditions that we're faced with, snow coming down and the temperatures where they are, the streets are in fact dangerous.
And that was Fulton County Commission Chairman Rob Pitts talking there. He told us that the county offices will be closed. Also said that the commission meeting that was scheduled for tomorrow will be canceled as a result of unsafe road conditions and the weather that we're seeing here. We also know that City of Atlanta offices will be closed tomorrow. And again, officials really urging people to stay off the roads, to stay home if they possibly can, and to really just think twice about driving because it is not safe.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, again, just this happened yesterday, or it snowed yesterday, and people kept driving, and now the news has like unlimited source of content to make videos off of. But let's just take a look here. State of emergency declared.
Hi, I'm with Real Estate Pros. I saw you have your house on the market.
Just in this morning, DeKalb County has declared a state of emergency, and county officials are urging all residents to shelter in place and, most importantly, stay off the roads. Meanwhile, dozens of people around Metro Atlanta are trying to figure out how to get their abandoned vehicles off the roads that were too icy to drive on yesterday. Take a look at this video taken out of Gwinnett County. It's along New Hope Road. Many people left their cars there. They had no other choice. You can see some of them crashed into each other. So just a bad situation there. A similar scene in DeKalb County. This is video of abandoned cars on Young Road. Our camera spotted about a dozen cars in just that one area.
See, it looks innocent, but it's very treacherous. Learn my lesson. I'm staying home.
Here's another look at travel trouble in DeKalb County. We found cars, even a MARTA bus, left along a snowy and icy Redan Road. So we've been following these conditions all morning. Good Days Brooke Zahner has been on the ground following conditions along North Druid Hills Road. So Brooke, good morning to you. I know there was an accident that was a little too close for comfort.
There was. I know, unfortunately, we've saw just that one accident happen in front of us, but it was definitely because of the icy conditions out here on North Druid Hills Road. And you mentioned that state of emergency. We also just got that alert for DeKalb County on our phone right before we went on air with you guys. So definitely take this very seriously. I'm going to show you what we're seeing out here. First of all of the abandoned cars. This has been a scene that we have seen really across the board here in DeKalb, North Druid Hills Road. Conditions here not getting any better at this point. Hopefully that will change as the morning progresses and these temperatures start rising, but it is.
Wait a minute, where's that car going? Can the car cross? Or is it just being a little bit cocky like all those other cars?
A sheet of ice. So that accident really demonstrates just how treacherous it can be out here as well. And there's also a sign out here urging drivers to slow down. We've seen a lot of really fast driving, way too fast for the conditions out here as well. So again, if you don't have to be out on these roads, please do not. It is not safe at all. We've been out here for several hours and have witnessed a lot of that sliding, some of those accidents that we talked about earlier as well. So of course, we're going to have team coverage for you throughout the day, but for now, that is the latest here live from North Druid Hills Road. And Elise, I'll send it back to you, and we are going to go get to a safer location.
Okay, so moral of the story, if you're ever in Atlanta and it snows for one day, treat it very, very seriously. Don't, and usually what happens is that, this is what I heard, somebody from the north where the snow is common comes here and they're like, "Oh, it snows one day. What's the big deal?" And then they're the ones that get in a crash. Or you could be like me, a California boy, where you never even heard of the concept of black ice, and so it snows in one day or for one day, and you're like, "What's the big deal?" And then you crash into a mailbox, right? Learn from me. Don't be an idiot. Stay home. And luckily, I don't have to drive because I got a supermarket 10 minutes away from me. They built a little brand new supermarket. Actually, they built a Publix, and then they're currently building a Kroger near where I am, and so I could just walk to a supermarket and get some supplies, and I don't need to drive, although it's 15 minutes. But yeah, take it seriously and be safe. And it's crazy how just one day of snow can cause so much havoc. And you heard in the other county video, Gwinnett County, where I think they dealt with 400 car emergencies or something like that. All right. Well, that's it for this video. So hopefully, if you didn't know what the the Atlanta area is like or Georgia is like when it snows, now you know. And if you want more information, look up for Atlanta Snowmageddon, Snow Armageddon, something about Armageddon and snow. If you want to see how one day of snow really ruined the state. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you on the next video. This is Cam Reacts.